Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Ready? 50, plant.
40, 40. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
5.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
2nd and 4, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Minshew, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew got his man there. It's Wallace complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
60 outlaw.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go. 30 base. We own it. We own it. Take 4.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 38, Minshew. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Minshew able to find Shaheen here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Shaq Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game. Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Let's go. And Justo.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
60 outlaw.
He's brought down at the 31. Keep playing. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down. 8, read. 44.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Fournette.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Minshew sets to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Record.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's able to find Wallace. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And 10-2 soft. I got you. Hey, watch it. Snap.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Minshew. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long hand.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
It's So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to make a play on the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now with Marlon Mack. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Down. Hang too soft. Check pass. Check pass. But
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So First down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 13. Got an open man. It's Aitman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Minshew.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Minshew. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Fournette. Oh, he bowls over him. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. It's Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a third in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Well, this is caught by Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put some...
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the... And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come.
Check, 59. Hey, we got
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch made, it's Moreau. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, it's Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Drop the pass. Drop the pass.
What?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go down at the 28. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Counter play with Jacobs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Come on, set. 18 games. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Ready?
Now Minshew. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Set. 18 Gator.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw it, Minshew, and that is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 56 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number 1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the number 1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 4th down, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's able to find Wallace. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Minshew throwing on third down. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Expected they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll start on the ground with Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Mack. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got to jump here.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Say go.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.